welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Horizon Zero Dawn's gameplay walkthrough. But now we're going to play the Frozen Wilds DLC. So welcome to part 1 of the Frozen Wilds gameplay walkthrough. Let's go. Let's check the map first. Here we go. Oh. Okay.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Saan ito dito? Wala dead end. Oh my.
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Demonic Scorch. Uy. truck. May ikuha na rin ito.
Looking good.
Oy. Kurot ako live, oy. Bisa ke shield weaver na ko. Damn. Someday weakness itong akuan, eh. Demonic machine. Shock or corruption. Freeze di ay. Pagitir hag freeze dugay kayong dutlan ng kuhan.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Hindi na bin. Wala, okay na. Ano sa ito baboy? Ano sa ito? Huwag kitang ninoon.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
What is this place?
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
Oh,
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
investigate. Kung din ako nag-activate ang quest eh. Diyan may ikuha niya. Uy! Ay, hindi mo na ma-hit. Sabi na ko dami gihapon. Banuk.
The smoke from the mountain is glistening. Bad omen for the ritual.
To be Banuk is to know that death may rise up to meet you at any moment. Trust that our hunters use.
Drum again?
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Ito, quick save sa ito.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Berggren, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Yo.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Oratok!
We are Banuk. Our enemies. Our prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Oreya, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Oreya vanished, I thought that Crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Oratok, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. You know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off. No one knows why.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then, you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rats. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea, Thunder's drum. Might be worth a shot. About that free advice, Bergrand.
For you, I'll give it twice. But next time, I'll start charging.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice, a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Barja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Okay.
See you around, Bergrand.
Hope so. I like return customers.
Hunting competitions at the Frost Figures for generations. Not far from the frozen tallneck.
I heard of a shaman once who drank machine.
Alright.
I think the Conclave abandoned.
These cities of the south sound like wonders, but I prefer a tent I can take with me, thank you.
Deep din. Silence.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Aloy, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, till it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Musical?
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Side quests. Blue gleam. Saan pumagi na?
Machines. I've got to find Araya. To do that, I have to talk
Outlander,
to her
wait,
apprentice,
wait a moment.
who followed the river north.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This?
And
It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified, with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
mm-hmm. Kalayo. Meninda sa tabi ki.
Chosen a poor time to visit the cut, Outlander.
No more music. Blood sucks.
Apologies,
Ooh. Blue gleam. 50. Paliton na ako sila. Nahil trikabiri. Slug shine. Slug shine og desert glass. Weapon lang tayo. Tigo muna tayo. Tupait lang tayo. Sunod. Diri si Kon. Quest now. inventory. Okay na ako sa modification.
Water lapping on old stone. That's the sound of sleep, not good.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
The expedition.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banuk to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
This Damon.
Nope.
If you are hardy enough, you can...
Nope.
But what is it?
A matter for the
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Fine. Let's do some side quest first. Layo kayo secret shared eh. 401 ram lagi. Then what about okay, unahon. Ini Eliminado.
Crazy Oseram tried to kill our Sun King. Machine Rider stopped him cold.
Bergen said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far. That must be Naltuk, looking out at that. It looks like it's
What is that?
Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergen just told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. What can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Ooh.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
But first...
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Okay. Wait, huh?
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is. Frost between my teeth.
Wiadomości.
Overloaded by that pulse from the tower. Just stay out of their way for now.
heal.
Okay, they're heading back.
Ini siguro kuguan. Nah, no need.
I can kill the machines. What about the tower? I might be able to destroy it. So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
So pwede re-override ang demon. Okay.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
Crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
Responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
Okay. Thank
How
you.
do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right. I guess I'll take the ice caves to find this shaman's path. Thin. Fluttered too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. Must be the entrance to this den.
Demonic snap mo. Wait, sabi kay sa maning weakness ani fire gihapon ni si Thank you.
That's coming with me.
Oh.
That was refreshing.
Forbidden West kamu dahil na rabagid. Namatay na akong pet lalo.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Ay, merchant? Oh.
Can't be too prepared.
Ano naman eh? ikut eh.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Right.
Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing?
Oh.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? Another holographic interface. There must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Hard to see anything, but this room looks like it's packed with the lock positions. Helpful.
No power, so
these wires must run to the power source. And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in. I wonder if my focus can pick anything up. Can my focus show me anything? Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. focus could find something I've missed. That Oseram must have forced his way through here. Are you all right?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
Gildan?
You're... welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to... flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
Okay.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
All right.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
These waters. No way I'd be able to swim.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors?
What? Where?
The other valve is just across the edge. Raging flood waters. You know, I thought I saw some kind of tunnel up there. Might provide a means to cross the gap.
The walkway's gone. Only way across is up and over.
You might find a way to the other valve somewhere up above. Looks like there's a ladder over there. Might get you to the valve.
Book.
Yep, up the ladder and across. Seems like a prudent course of action to me. You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the plain. Stone Mill, cloud tall, and flat. I've been 13 levels on that contract since the stone wall. Great stone column bearing the weight of the up above. Straight out the row upon row of those enormous clustered out old world carts. You know the ones with the four wheels?
I love stagnant water. Charming.
Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
Sure.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Looks like I could jump across on that rickety rusting platform. Okay. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
Nice jump. Nice. What am I
Should've
saying?
brought
That
a
was
cart.
stupendous. Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Oh shit, no. What? What's next now? Claro. What's the next one?
Blazing forge, girl! Careful! Don't want you drowning in this ruin now, do we? Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap.
Guna udah mau dinin no. Bukit tol gani.
Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel.
Oh my.
Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now. straight to the counter route from here. And I could climb higher, but I won't. Going down. Not slow enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now, where's that drink?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Stay out of the way.
What did that snap maw swallow that ringworm? Pull it right up.
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, it can't float.
So much for being careful.
Yeah, after ending the quest, stop na to guys.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. Never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old
We
world
drained enough
treasures,
water for what we
perhaps?
need to
This
do,
place
but
is full of surprises.
I wonder if I could empty
We
out
have
the
a
whole
look?
dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Sure are a lot of valves. Should check my focus first. My focus might see something here. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That's not quite right.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
Something's not right. Looks like I'm on the right track.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
There. One step closer.
Been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
Can I go back for the two boss slot? Wait, huh? Hindi pwede. Kaya masudlan, dapat masudlan siya.
Getting there. Looks like I'm on the right track. The water's flowing, just where it needs to. There, one step closer.
Sakto na gito. Sakto na ni, pero ang kani.
Getting there. Looks like I'm on the right track.
Somebody.
There, one step closer. There, that should do it.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. I guess it had sealed because of the fog. This must go down to the lower level.
No.
It stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
You smell that?
I should head back up with Gilda.
Smells like a Forge-side morning in Acclaim.
What is that? Freeze, shock, and corruption. Whoa. Pero aton isod na ko sa Banuk. Di pa mo ko kakuhag Banuk. Mga weapon. Ay. I think so. $45 niya 16. Yes, up. Because they.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room...
Okay.
I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand. Just like Mom and I used to. What are you doing with your hands there, girl?
No. Diba?
I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Can't carry more.
Where is it? Where did it go?
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down. Gilda? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gildan. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make. Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge! Ha! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? Whew, you're braver than me. But there's no question of that.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Aloy's already at the din.
Yes, I guess this is it for this quest. This is where we stop this live stream, guys. After I completed this quest, after I complete this quest, loading pa. So yun, complete na ko ani. Ano to? Nalagyan na ko.
She wasn't kidding about the sound.
Duh, floating. Ay. Ano yung monster? Balidan.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
Blue gleam of. Pwede ko kakuha nito. Oh. Okay. Drain the flood. Naku trophy guys. Drain the flood. Tugmo si Idoy. Dayuan eh. Ini oh, later. Balik ta settlement we. So ang next sunod is Shaman's Path, and then natin i-run ka usa. Layo kaayo, pwede rin mag-yan. So natin quest diha tumoy runs. So susunod quest Shaman's Path, diri sad. Balik natin sa settlement eh. That's it. Mag-check lang ko sa kuan guys. Presyo sa kuan. Mga Banuk weapons. And then I will stop this gameplay na. So sa mga nag-watch ron. So sa mga mutanaw ni to anyone, to everyone that will be watching this, thank you watching or will be watching. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to the cut, Outlander.
Okay. Merchant. Nabigyan na yung merchant diri.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe who delighted in sucking.
Trap na nung ko diri.
Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which start.
Don't let the others intimidate you, Outlander. If the Banuk cannot tolerate outsiders.
Right, cut begitu eh. Be check up. Check tani nga kuan be, merchant be.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing.
Aurora
It's a
Borealis.
lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Okay.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banuk. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Oh. Badger bone, goat skin, badger bone.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are called to the tribe. You could say inspiration, prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
Okay.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Okay. Sura po ni Mori eh.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. You bid me come, she said.
Outlander. Not
My
many
people
of you
need
in the-
aid.
Sorry. Times 12. 14, 16. Ooh. Damage 40, 16, 17. Dako og damage eh. Yung precision shot 100. Champion bow 50 na yung kuan. Sa ako ang inventory weapon. Akong gamit ron nga warbow. Pila man yung base niya. So pag Sayang pag-ibang ko. Sa damage 5. Hunter. Sharp shot. Sayang pag-ibang nga. Kasama mo ng base eh. Hunter bow. Man, makita ang cleared. Man sila lain nga weapon break yan. Mag-compare ang ta. Dagko na ni. Champion. $50, 80, 50 sa ng handling. So elemental, more elemental. So precision 100, power shot, striker, isang fire.
Breath is ice.
Ay kamay kaayo kung mao. 75 ang 40, 39 ug 38. $80, 15, 25, 25, 75, 30 rand damage. Kasi ha. Wadagdag ko kay damage differential. Uy, 50, 70 ng damage sa kuan. Power kuan. Masa ni hard point arrow. Yung fire arrow tag 50 ang fire. Ada ko kay diferensya. Sumo na akong paliton. Next. Mao gini sila ang mga goals. Di magamit ang kuwan. Sige na lang. There. Dapat handling og tier ni siya. Handling og tier niya kani. Damage ni siya. Damage ay. Handling og damage. that's it. Thank you guys for watching.
Place where your every need is met.
Ay, sa baan ni mo? Naugo gamay be. So, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and then the notification bell. Click the notification bell for my latest uploads and live streams. So there. Thank you so much and goodbye. See you next time. Part 2, The Frozen Wilds.